What up, peeps? It's your girl, Dash, come back from Real Takes. Well, it looks like a trailer drop from movie titled Miller's Girl. Now, this one I know nothing about, but I did see the thumbnail, and it's starring Jenna Ortega. Definitely intrigued, because I do like the role she picked. They're definitely all, different, in its own right, and I like her range. So, truly intrigued with this one. So, with that said, let's go ahead and jump into it. I'll say those my thoughts with you guys.
What's your name?
Cairo Sweet.
I'm Mr. Miller. I'm assuming that you got one of these before.
I read the whole list.
Well, there's 12 books on that list.
Party hard.
Always said I was a good kid.
What is an adult?
Always said
I'm 18,
was one.
languishing in the wilds of nowhere, Tennessee.
Don't know how I'll ever break this curse.
Don't you get scared walking through those woods?
I'm the scariest thing in there.
Never knew I could be speechless.
I want you to write a short story in the style of your favorite author.
Are you offering me special treatment, Mr. Miller?
Well,
John here is prepping her to be his transcendent.
Is she pretty?
oh, she's talented.
Damn, even worse.
What are you bragging about? I'm uninspired. I've had no achievement. Make him love you.
I set fire to the whole place. I don't know how
She'd opened her mouth to say something, but the words fell away.
Why did you write this? This is inappropriate.
Write what you know is what you say.
If you don't rewrite this, I'll have to fail you.
I dare you. It's like he's been living in grayscale and you're the first thing he's ever seen in color.
You are the adult. Show some responsibility.
You're my student, and I'm your teacher. That's all. If she can convince them that something happened between us, I could lose my job.
It's not all you could lose.
You're gonna ruin his life.
In your own words, how did it start?
Always said I was a good kid.
Alright, you guys, I enjoyed this trailer. I am intrigued to see what would be the outcome with the teacher and student. Of course, I see Martin Freeman in this one with Jenna, and I'm assuming she's new to the school, and of course he gives her a certain particular project. Of course, she's already read these books, and you see kind of time goes on, all he's very intrigued with her workings or work that she's been giving him, and then eventually you see how he tasked her with writing something based off of one of her favorite actual novels. And clearly it was a little too much. Now what I'm really also intrigued is, what is this going on where you're seeing the conversation with her and another girlfriend, and she made a comment to us and make him love you or something like that. And I was seeing what great lengths she's going to do whatever she's doing, but then it's kind of becomes clearly definitely inappropriate in whatever she wrote, because you see when he makes a commentary and all that, appropriate, if you don't, I'm going to pretty much thinly veiled in regards to her academics, what will happen, and you can see doesn't particularly like that. So now I don't know if it's certain things she's going to do slowly, calculated, out a certain narrative put out there where people think things are happening between her and her teacher. But then you see eventually it escalates. You see how the one of the other teachers say grow up and be an adult, and then a woman, I'm assuming who must be his girlfriend, all that, I could lose my this and that and other, if they if she goes and says this things and all the things that are happening, she's like, you'll lose a lot more. I'm like, okay, it's very interesting. And then you see the girl eventually comes back like I don't know, she's been crying all the time like, you're gonna ruin this man's life and all that. I just like, really? So can't just change what you're supposed to. Now granted, we have to move the story forward, I understand that, but whatever you wrote, definitely appropriate. I'm like, okay, but making her do something she clearly doesn't even want to do that. So now I'm just going to just be definitely difficult and do the opposite and cause harm. And then you see how she ends up in the room. I don't know if that's the dean or whatever of the school and all. And she's like, tell me from the beginning. So clearly she's gonna have a whole story, but I'm hoping the teacher is smart enough to catch on to see if it ends up turning out the way she would like it to turn out, because she didn't get her way, or he didn't, do things the way she thinks he should have handled, hence whatever it had to do with whatever she gave to him in that story, or if it's escalated and all that. Some of these little moments where they're a little too close, for comfort. This kind of reminds me a little bit, I think, of a movie that popped in my mind when I was watching it as it started kind of escalating. It's the movie The Crush. Little smally thing, little instances about the film kind of reminds me of that one and all that. I don't know how far it's going to go. The way they've edited this, that one definitely took a very suspenseful thriller turn at times with Alicia Silverstone. So it'd be very interesting to see how it actually turns out, what, is actually the end of, the ending, the final act of this movie. I'm trying to go words out, excuse me. But I'm definitely intrigued. So I will keep tabs on this one. Now I will say this, if it's in the theater, I doubt I'll watch it there, but I will definitely watch this when this comes out on some sort of streaming whatsoever. But I like this, and I like the pairing of the two. Martin, I'm definitely a fan of his work, and I'm definitely enjoying what I'm seeing for the last couple of years from Ortega. So with that said, you guys, comment below. Let me know what you think. And with that said, we'll see you guys next reaction. You guys take care.